Hi everyone, we're taking a look at Samsung's S Translator on the Galaxy S4. Now, when they announced this at their launch event, I was quite intrigued. It sounded like a really good idea. How well it will work in practice though, that remained to be seen. So let's give it a try. What we're going to do, we're going to try and dictate a small phrase in English, and then we're going to have it translated into French. We absolutely love the Galaxy S4, and this translation feature is kind of awesome. As you can see, I mean, the main problem I've found time and time again is it doesn't always pick up the correct English words. So if you're trying to obviously read in English and then get a translation back, you might not be getting the most accurate version possible. Let's give it another try. We love the Galaxy S4, and this translation app is cool. Speaking slower, pronouncing your words properly does help. If you're a northerner like me and you tend to shorten a lot of words, you know, you're in trouble. But you can see there, it's given us our dictation, as it were, the voice-to-text translation. It's happened quite accurately on this occasion. And now we can take this French and we can speak it back.
Nous aimons la Galaxy S4 et cette application de traduction est fraîche.
Now, one of the things you get whenever you translate something is an option, as it were, to download a high-quality TTS voice for that language. I'm not bothered because I'm not really going to be using this translation app that much, but you can see there how easily it works.
Nous aimons la Galaxy S4 et cette application de traduction est fraîche.
And now if I wanted to, let me just stop that. Now if I wanted to, I could have the person speak it in French. I don't know how to speak French. And then it will speak it back in English if I wanted it to.
Alternate speak French.
So, as a kind of combined application, it's very, very cool. And it does work if you're willing to give it a little bit of leeway. Like I say, you have to speak quite clearly, fairly slowly, and well pronounce your words. If you rush, if you use a lot of jargon or anything like that, then it's going to be a bit inaccurate. I would have thought it's much better at your standard phrases. Please can you tell me where the toilet is? Do you serve mushrooms? And things like that. Obviously not those two questions run together, but you get the point. I think this is going to be a bit of a killer app for businessmen at the end of the day, or businesswomen in fact. Anyone who travels a lot, anyone who finds themselves in countries where they don't necessarily natively speak the language or have a pretty hard time kind of wrapping their head around that language to be able to, you know, talk to people naturally, as it were. But there are some limitations here, as I say. But it's a very clever app, and it's going to be interesting to see how this technology kind of evolves over the next year. Certainly the S Translator is a very good first attempt, and one that I think maybe it's not going to sell a lot of devices, but it's certainly an interesting one to have on your phone.